Hey everybody, happy day to you. I wanted to talk about something. I have a client and she is a self-proclaimed introvert. And so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to get media. If you yourself are kind of scared and want to stay out of the spotlight, how you can do it anyway. For those of you not familiar with me, my name is Nikki Woods and I was part of the media business for 20 years. I'm still a part of the media business, but I'm kind of on the other side. Now I help people get the visibility that they need through getting more media for their business, so that they can build a business that they love and generate the revenue that they want, right? And so this whole introvert thing, I think a lot of people are becoming rock stars, and they're able to do it quietly because of so many of our online access that we have now. You can build businesses online and you really don't have to talk to many people if you choose not to. But if you decide that media is something that you want, you really are going to have to find a way to put yourself out there in a way that is comfortable for you. So my first suggestion is that that you push through. I mean, I think as entrepreneurs and brands and small business owners, I mean, we often have to do things we are not necessarily comfortable doing, but we have to do them anyway. And so just pushing through is a big thing. And I get it, because I'm an extroverted introvert. That's what I call myself. Because of what I did for so long, I've had to learn how to be an extrovert. But really at the heart of who I am, I'm an introvert. So sometimes you just have to grit your teeth and smile, as my mama would say, and push through and really do it. I think the other thing that helps introverts really kind of deal with the spotlight is to come from a place of service. So first, get clear on why you want the media for your business. Most likely you have something, a product, a service, a book that will help people make their lives easier, or bring them, happiness in, some kind of way. So getting featured in the media will enable you to help more people, right? Make more lives easier, bring more happiness, all of that stuff. So you don't have to really feel like this is something that's not already just a bigger extension of who you are and what you do. So, if you want to do more good in the world, you have to get the visibility so that people know that you're out there, and media is a good way to do that. The other thing, this is the third tip, is to just be helpful. So following, on from coming from a place of service, if you can think about how you can help the journalist or the editor or the producer or the host, rather than how they're going to help you, you'll probably have a lot more success and you're going to feel better about it. So you really can make a media professional fall in love with you by helping them out with an expert comment or some information for their article, or writing a really useful how-to piece or a top tips guide, or sharing an inspiring story that that their readers are going to love. But just be helpful. And sometimes that means just being a resource. So not even looking at it as an opportunity for you to get media, but just being a resource to help them with maybe a story that would be good for them. Like say they're a financial reporter and you saw this interesting story on Twitter that you knew that they would love, just sending it to them as a resource. So that's always good. And then if you really just can't wrap your mind around it, sometimes you have to go and do some mindset tricks. And so, a lot of times it is just getting in the right frame of mind. And the first one is just kind of remind yourself why you're so awesome. Make a list of all the reasons why you're so awesome, and just read those back to you. Reread some of the love notes. I call testimonials from clients love notes. So read those, or nice messages from your tribe, or if somebody sent you something on LinkedIn that said, you're awesome. I received one of those today and it absolutely made my day. Just read those so that you feel really good about who you are and who you serve and how you show up in the world. Claim your expert status. I did a whole series on how to know if you're an expert, how to leverage your expertise. And I'll probably be doing it again because it was one of my most, I think, popular training series. And so claim your expert status, like feel confident about speaking to the media because, you're an expert. So make a list of what makes you an expert, whether that's through education or experience. I do this all the time, but repeat affirmations. Create some really positive affirmations to about yourself, and then repeat them to yourself. So one of mine is, I bless the world with my message. I'm sharing my message to help those who need it. That might work for you, but really think about kind of what holds you back and what would help you push through. And then at the end of the day, guys, you really just have to take action. I mean, you have to stop thinking, you have to start doing, you have to commit to doing, taking action on one thing this week, whether that's like writing a press release, whether it's submitting a guest article, whether it's connecting with a journalist, whether it's researching a publication. I mean, you really just have to do it. And so those are kind of my tips to push through if you're a little bit scared of putting yourself in the spotlight. Well, one is push through. Two is come from a place of service. Three is to be helpful, because most people who have a service-based business, that's what they're about. They want to be helpful. And then, kind of work through the mindset thing, because I think mindset is a big piece of why a lot of us continue to play small. And so really work on that so that, that's not your issue. I mean, at the end of the day, I know that you guys have a message that you want to get out to millions and millions and millions of people. And this is just one kind of bump in the road that you have to get over, but you can do it. And I'm certainly here to help. So if you have any questions, or if you have any ideas about how you can push through and really start to feel comfortable with the media, just drop them below. I love to see your questions and your comments, whether you agree with me or not. I just love to engage and hopefully, provide some value. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.